Yo, what's good guys? Welcome back to another video where today we will be reacting to my mid-season predictions from when I did it like in the middle of the season. So without further ado, let's get into it. So in my mid-season predictions, in first, I predicted Arsenal, but Manchester City won the Prem. And I mean, Arsenal have been good this season, but like they just dropped off at that last few games, and Man City just went on a insane run. And in second place, I predicted Man City, but Arsenal actually placed in second. Still a good season for Arsenal, honestly. They should be proud as a team, and they'll probably get better and better in the next season and just in the next few years. So in third place, I predicted Liverpool, and I didn't predict like a downfall kind of like for Liverpool. They kind of had like a not too good season, but Man United actually placed in third place. They had a really good season. De Gea got the Golden Glove, and I believe they got the most clean sheets in the whole league, which is impressive. And in fourth, they have Man United. Not they, I had Man United, but Newcastle actually finished fourth. That's a big surprise for me. Newcastle were very, very good this season, and like incredible. They got Champions League football, so we'll see them next season playing in the Champions League. And I think it's very well deserved because they're a very good team. Credit to Eddie Howe. He's done a very, very good job. Fantastic job. And in fifth place, I predicted Newcastle, which was slightly off, but Liverpool actually finished in fifth place. They kind of struggled for a bit, and then they like Klopp tried like bringing Trent into the midfield, kind of like a inverted fullback, and that worked. And they kept winning games, and that's how they ended up in that fifth place spot. And in sixth place, I predicted Spurs, but it was a surprise for me. Brighton actually finished in sixth place, and they got Europa League football next season, which is huge for them. Like, De Zerbi, what a manager. He has the club just playing so well. The whole team playing well. They have players like McAllister, Mitoma, like incredible players. Also in CISO, all those players are really, really good, but I think McAllister and like some other players will leave the club, which could like hinder them next season as well. And in seventh place, I predicted Chelsea, but actually Aston Villa finished in seventh place. Unai Emery has done a very good job with this Aston Villa team. Like, they were on course for like Europa League football, but they kind of dropped in form like in the last few games. And yeah, seventh place is still good. They got the Conference League football, so let's see how they do next season. Eighth place, I predicted Leicester, and Tottenham actually finished 8th place, which is surprising to me because I thought they would do better. Even though they're rivals of Arsenal, obviously, I thought they would do better because they have like Kane, Son, Kulusevski. Like, on paper, they have a decent team, but when they played, they didn't do the best, and sacking Conte really hindered them, I believe. And in 10th place, I predicted Crystal Palace, but Fulham finished in 10th place. Fulham have been pretty good this season. Mitrovic especially, he's been banging in those goals, and just the team overall has been pretty decent. And in 11th place, I predicted Aston Villa, and actually Crystal Palace finished in 11th place. Crystal Palace have been pretty good under Roy Hodgson. He has like Eze playing well, Olise playing really well as well, and they're just playing nice football. And that brought them, they used to be in like 12th place, but now they jumped up just one spot, but still good. It's still good. And in 12th place, I predicted Wolves, but Chelsea actually finished in 12th place. Now this was a big surprise for me. Chelsea in 12th place. Like, I thought with all the signings they got, they would finish like better, but turns out the signings, they haven't really like gelled together too well, so not too good. I mean, Todd Bowley, he kind of just splashed the cash. Like, this guy was playing, like, he was playing career mode, kind of, but I don't know. Enzo Fernandez has been pretty good, but Mudryk is kind of on a slow start right now at Chelsea. Now, in 13th place, I predicted Brentford, but Wolves actually finished in 13th place. Now, Lopetegui has been pretty good for Wolves, because, like, when the old manager for Wolves was there, they were actually in the relegation zone, which wasn't good, so they sacked him. They brought in Lopetegui from Sevilla, and yeah, they got out of the relegation zone and into 13th place, which is pretty good. Good job for Lopetegui. Now in 14th place, I predicted Leeds, and actually West Ham finished in 14th place. Now, I believe West Ham were in the relegation zone as well for quite a bit, but then they picked up some form. I believe Moyes like changed up some tactics or switched up some players, decided to play some players instead of others, and yeah, they jumped up to 14th place. And in 15th place, I predicted West Ham, so just one spot off. And Bournemouth actually finished in 15th place. They weren't doing too good this season, like earlier on, but they started getting results, I think, around after maybe like when there was 10 games left or so, until the Premier League was done. So yeah, Gary O'Neill has done a pretty decent job. Obviously, Billing and Solanke, huge parts of that team. They've been pretty good for that team. And in 16th place, I predicted Fulham. Actually, Nottingham Forest, they just survived. They just survived with a win against Arsenal, I believe, 2 weeks ago. So that was huge for them. I thought they would go down, but they did not. They secured their place to stay in the Premier League for one more season. And in 17th place, I predicted Bournemouth. And actually, Everton placed in 17th place. They just nicked it. They just got 17th place, because it was 0-0 for Everton. They were playing, I'm not sure who they were playing, and then Leicester were winning like 2-0, and Everton needed to score. And then Doucouré with a incredible strike, he scored, and then that made it 1-0 for Everton, so they jumped up to 17th place, and they won that game. So the same as last season, they just stayed in the Premier League. And in 18th place, I predicted Everton to actually go down. But a surprising one was actually Leicester are going down, and they placed in 18th place. I thought with all the quality they have like Vardy, Iheanacho, Madison, they have like Ndidi. I thought with all that quality they would stay up, but it's crazy. Like nothing was working, so they did go down. And in 19th place, as I said earlier, I thought Nottingham Forest would go down, but actually Leeds went down. They struggled quite a bit this season. Just defensively, they couldn't keep it together. Attacking wise, couldn't get too many goals. But Sam Allardyce really didn't have too much time to try and keep them up, so that's unfortunate. And in 20th place, I predicted Southampton, and I got that right. Southampton did go down in 20th place. And yeah, they didn't really play that well this season. I mean, towards maybe like 5 games left, maybe they kind of like once every 5 games, maybe they played well like in 1 game, but just wasn't enough for them, so they were going down to the championship as well. So thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to drop a like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace!